Hey guys, Konosuba Gaming here with another Konosuba Fantastic Days video. After all the drama that happened yesterday with the end of service announcement, I thought it's probably best to just make a quick video where I'll answer a lot of questions that I've seen that go through the community and, you know, just give you an information what is going to happen with the global version, what is going to happen with the JP version, and here's, by the way, a quick hint at what's currently happening on the global version if it's loading. There you can see 32k quartz, let's go. And yeah, just answer the questions that I can currently answer. I will also probably say to some stuff that I cannot currently answer the question, but I want to give you all the info that I have right now, and of course we'll update you in the future when we get more information at what's going to happen with either global JP and of course the future offline version. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's go into the questions. And yes, in the background I'm just throwing in my 110 multis that I can do here and see how many multiple 4-stars we can get and what units we can actually get there on the side. Like here, for example, double idol and RS suit. Okay, so why is the game going end of service? Is probably the biggest question I've seen, and there are pretty much two answers that you can give. There's the official, and yes, with official I mean official statement, and there's the unofficial statement, which means what I personally think is the main reason and why it's happening compared to the other reason. But yeah, the main reason that they wrote on the official side was that they said we have to come to the decision to end the service as it will be difficult to provide a service that satisfies our customer. So they say, hey, we cannot make the game good anymore or how people want it, and with that we decide to kill the game off, which I guess is an argument can bring, but let's be real here, that's probably not the real reason why they're doing it. The real reason is probably a mix of multiple things. First up, JP version was doing good, but not great. Like, it was fine, it kept going and could probably sustain itself for a while, but, you know, with how the game is structured, they need to make new arts pretty much every 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, every week they need to make a new character, new life 2D model, new sprite, new skills that fit and everything like that, design arena bosses. There's a lot of things that you need to do to keep the game up to date. And I can see that just being a lot of work for not that much of a gain. So it might just be a financial thing that they say, hey, the game is just no longer that profitable that we really want to do it. The second big thing in my books is really just the fact that Samsap, the creator of Konosuba Fantastic Days, made a new game, which is the Jujutsu Kaisen mobile game, and it also gets a global release, so I would assume it's doing pretty good. And if you just think about it as an outsider, you have Konosuba, which is a big franchise, don't get me wrong, but compared to Jujutsu Kaisen, probably smaller. Jujutsu Kaisen is also like shonen anime, so it has probably a bigger audience, more mature, so maybe there are more whales in there. I don't know, I don't have the numbers, but I can just see that the game is probably easier to maintain, the new one, and just brings more money compared to global, to Konosuba. So I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons. And last but not least, just motivation. Like, hey, Fast Erika, making all the new things, come up with new skin lines and everything like that, it is a lot of work, it's a lot of hassle. And after working for this game for almost 5 years, or probably longer, since they probably took them a year to make or something like that, I just can see them also just don't feel it anymore and just are not excited to make new content. So I think personally these are the reasons why the game is closing, but of course this is pure speculation and it's no confirmation that it's true. That's just reasons why I think it's going to happen. Look at that multi, Zesta and Pesmia, let's go. Does this mean we will get no season 4? No, don't think the success of the game has any connection to how well season 3 is doing and what the chances are for season 4. Just think of how long it took until we got season 3 between season 2, what time gap there was in. It's just up to the higher ups if they think it's worth it and they want to produce it. And season 3 came out even after the light novel was finished, so that's also not a factor. It just comes down if there is enough demand and voices that the higher ups actually decide to make a new season. We are still getting the OVA that's not out yet. They are just releasing the volumes till the end of the year, I think. And based on that sales, I think we can then start to make a conclusion on how far in the future season 4 is. And even then, it could just mean we need to wait another 4 or 5 years and then we get season 4. Who knows? We cannot predict it, we cannot speculate it, but don't correlate the success of the game with season 4. Does this mean I should quit playing a game right now, or is it even worth playing anymore? That's just up to you. That's really up to you. I personally think it's not a reason to quit right away. If you feel like, hey, it's not worth it anymore, since, you know, all I pulled Fess Aqua on my GP account for the first time. Yes, I pitied her back then. This is the first time I pulled her. Wow, we did that. Let's go. That was one of my goals here. Yeah. If you think, hey, it's just a waste of time, waste of stamina and everything like that, it's not worth it, feel free to quit. No one is stopping you. I personally think of it the other way around. I have no longer the FOMO effect. I cannot miss out on anything. All the new units that are dropping in the global version, I can just pull them thanks to all the free quartz that we're getting. You can pretty much pity every future banner thanks to all the free quartz we're getting. And with that, you can just grab the new unit by just logging in pretty much. Just log in to get a 6k quartz, log off. And that's all you need to do daily, which is not a lot to do. And you just can do a lot of pulls, which is cool for all the gacha addicts like me out there. You can get the new units, you can play around with them. Arenas are still there. If people are staying around, you can compete. If people don't stay around, there's a good chance you can actually, you know, rank high, get a cool rank X finish. That's something. So why stop? It's like pretty much you get the game now for free. Everything is for free. You don't need to work for it. You don't need to wait for it. You can just get the stuff you want. You can even try to maybe complete your collection with all the pulls you can do by the end of it. So I personally will keep playing both the JP and global version. I will try to make an end stream at the end of January where I play both games for all the quartz I have remaining at that point, and just go through everything one last time. Check out everything. See how my account looks like in the GP version. Yes, pity ticket here is only 100, and just for having it recorded, yes, EoS already started, so I could cheat, but I just want to scroll through here to show first up. Yes, every unit is in the current banner here in the JP version, and you can exchange it for every unit, which is really, really cool. But I don't need it since I have all the units in the game before EoS started, so that's still an achievement I want to keep for myself, which I'm really happy about. That's just really cool, you know, for me to think about, hey, I completed the game pretty much at this point. There's really not much that was missing. The one thing that was missing, and yes, even the 3 stars and 2 stars can be exchanged here, which is cool to see. Imagine wasting your exchange ticket for a 2-star rain. The only thing that was missing for me was shards. Shards was a big factor of my account, but thanks to the current event, you can actually get a lot of shards, which means all of my units here have max shards, max everything, and even all the call-out units, everything is next. So in that aspect, my account is fully finished. Last thing I need to do is get some more skill potions to level up the skills of the last units here. These are the last units that don't have max skill potions, and that is the last thing I need to do, and then my account is really complete. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's it. Next question. Is it only JP or global, or happens to EoS to both? The EoS happens to both games, as you just saw in the JP version. There is the special banner that pretty much has all units in there, since we aren't getting any new units. Even the current event that is happening in the JP version is just a rerun of the first anniversary event. So yes, we are getting first, second, third, and fourth anniversary event over the next 3 months till the game is over. So you know, small callback to all the old events, which is kind of cool. Even with global milestones, it all just give quartz. They're just dumping a quad what global is doing, so we can pull and have as much fun with the game as we want. And that pretty much every whale and low whale, or just free-to-play player, actually have a chance to compete in the current arena, which is really, really cool. But yeah, sadly, it happens for both versions, so in that regard, it doesn't matter if you play JP or global. This is a sad day for both of us. Will I record the main story? Yes. I already have all the text files, or almost all the text files for the JP version, and I can extract the remaining ones. And I will try to record all the stuff, all the stories in the JP version until the end of January, and try to upload it to YouTube. I still need to look if I just make like one big recording that I upload, or if I will make multiple recordings for each chapter, which would probably be easier for you guys, but we'll see, But I try to record all the JP stuff, and by the end of January, I will also try to record all the global stuff so that all the global voice lines and things will not be gone. Speaking of that, in the offline version, you will be able to watch all the stories, but I'm not sure if collaboration stuff will be included. I think so, but it's not confirmed yet. So I don't know if it will actually upload JP, but I will try to record it that I can, worst case, upload the parts that are not in the game if something is missing. And if nothing is missing, you can just get the offline app in the future and check it out yourself. Can you transfer your account between global and JP? No, it wasn't possible in the future. In the past, it will not be possible in the future. Sorry, not much to do there. Should I make a JP account right now? As you saw, you can get a lot of free quartz. You can pull all the units, and it's pretty easy to exchange some units. So if you're curious and want to play around with the new units that are likely not coming to global, why not? Why not just play a bit? Like, even the event, it's just about clearing that it gives you quartz, and yes, it gives you a lot of quartz. Clearing it between, like, every 10 steps will give you 1000 quartz between 10 clears and 100 clears. 100 until 200 clears will give you 3000 quartz, and clearing it between 200 and 300 times will each give you 5000 quartz. And the difficulty does not matter, so worst case, clear the easiest difficulty, should give you a lot of quartz, do the story and stuff like that, and you should be good to go to just get all the units you want, play around with them, and maybe even try to see if you compete. So if that is your cup of tea, there's no reason to not play the JP version. How do you play the JP version? You need to download the app through third-party means, probably something like EoS app or APK or something like that. You can also just make a Japanese Google Play account, but that's actually really hard, so I don't recommend that. But yeah, just download the APK from some third party, install it, but make sure, of course, you download the right thing. And last but not least, to play, you need a VPN. The one VPN that I would recommend is called OVPN Spider. It's free, you just need to watch an ad, but it should work, should let you connect to the game, and then you can just play it until you want, and then you just need to turn off the VPN and everything as before. Can you show off the banner? I just did that. Every unit is in there, that's pretty cool. Will Global also get an all unit banner? So far, we don't know that. The global version only announced that we are going on and keeping on how it was supposed until the end of January, at least I assume. It also looked, based on all the reactions in Discord, that Sassysoft actually didn't know that the end of service is happening, that they were overwhelmed by it as well. At least CM Ares made it look like that, so I feel like they just need some time to sort everything out, and maybe by the end of it we also get an all unit banner. But so far, no. At least we don't know if it will happen or not. Will the story in the JP version finish? Yes, they actually made a roadmap showing off everything that is happening till the end of January, and the last 3 chapters for the 5th story chapter in the JP version will actually drop. So the storyline in the JP version will finish. Will the story in the global side finish as well? I don't have the release period in my head, so I can't fully answer that. I think we should get 1 or 2 more story chapters by the end of it, at least if they keep it up. If that is the end, then yes. If not, then not. But again, stuff might change, Sassysoft might drop stuff, do it. But so far, we have no information in that regard. What is the offline app that people talked about? What does it actually mean? We don't know exactly either. The only official information that we have is that there will be an app where we can view all the artworks. So pretty much just an artwork viewer with, I would assume, also the capability to see the live 2D models, hear the voice lines, and maybe even see the spine models, so the in-game battle models, and play around with them. That's at least something I can see happening. And the second thing they announced is you will be able to watch all the stories. So again, I'm not sure if it will include collaboration stuff or not, but I would assume yes, that it just will have everything the current version has. That aspect and have it put it in. Will it have a battle mechanic? Will you be able to do story? Will there be arenas? Will there be event reruns? We don't know. The game will just no longer get updates. That's what the offline version means. You don't need to connect to the internet, so you probably also won't need a VPN in the future, so even global people can get the app to at least, you know, view the artworks and everything like that. That should be possible in the future, but if it will include anything more than that, we don't know yet. But again, if we get more information, I will make an update video and keep you guys up to date. Where can I see all the artworks, even if you don't have the app? If you ever checked out my Encyclopedia, there's a front page with a lot of links to different sources. And there's also a part where I have my GitHub repos link. GitHub is just an online platform where you can normally store your code and also versionize it so that you can roll back changes and stuff like that. But I just abused it to store all the assets and everything in Konosuba that I extracted there. So there's a repo that's called JP Assets, where all the UI elements, all the full cards, everything art-wise is in that repo, and you can just download it for free. If you want to download a sub repo, just Google GitHub sub repo download. There should be links and sites where you can just download specific parts of it. So if you just want to have the full arts, there are ways to just download from a repo and you have it locally in the highest resolution possible, and you can just view them whenever you want. There are also repos for some Live 2D models that I extracted that you can view with some Live 2D viewers, like the Live 2D Cubic or whatever it's called, Live 2D view or whatever it's called. So you can also watch those and play around with them. There's even the spine stuff in there, aka the battle models that you can in theory convert and view with spine view and stuff like that. So you can pretty much watch everything that's in the game offline. There's a repo where I extracted all the audio data, or at least most of it. Some was corrupted. The new stuff is not in there yet. I probably will update it once the last story chapter got released. So all the data, all of that should be saved in the future for the game. I also have a repo with the story, I think. So I also try to update it in the end of January as well, so that all of the game has to cover should be out there somewhere. Maybe I can actually try to see if I can get the data out of global, so we have the English text as well extracted, and then you can worst case think around for yourself. But yeah, all the files are out there, you can get it for free, and that is cool. What banners are coming to the global version? As I said before, global just continues with how it was supposed to be. So the next banner after Nurse Amy will be Fantastic Iris and Fast Mitsurugi. After that will be the Neko Maiden, Cielo and Mel. And after that will be Christmas, Darkness and Claire. I don't know how many banners will actually come in, but right now I think we are getting close to around the 4th anniversary. Maybe we actually end with the 4th anniversary banner. Would be at least a cool finish to it, so we might have a chance to get Fantastic Megumin and anniversary outfits, but I don't have the timeline in my head, so I can't tell you which banners will come. But if you're really curious, timelines exist in the Encyclopedia as well, so you know, just think of how long a banner takes, check how many often this time period fits in until the end of January, and then you should have a rough estimate which banner should come to the global version. I might even make a separate video of that when I do it and talk about it. What is happening to the Discords? So far, the official Discord is out to get closed down. If it means it will just get deleted, if it means it will just not be active anymore, or channels are locked and it's there for historic reasons, we don't know. The only thing I can confidently say is the unofficial Discord will stay. I will keep it up. You will still be able to chat about Konosuba, you know, scroll through all the posts for old references to just live the nostalgic, but the Discord will stay. The Discord will not go away. Don't worry, I will keep it. And if you're down to chat there with me and the others, feel free to join. We gladly take every people we can here. Now we come to the questions that are more specific regarding to me. The first question is, of course, what am I going to do as the community pillar of Konosuba Fantastic Days, the guys who pretty much only makes Konosuba videos. What will happen to me? Will I just quit YouTube, Twitch, or will I do something else? And the honest answer here is, I don't know what the future holds. I currently plan to actually still make Konosuba videos until the game is really gone. So there will be banner guys, even if they are a little bit more for funnies instead of, you know, pure facts, just a little bit more chill. Since again, you should be able to just pull for every banner. So TLDR will pretty much be always just pull. Why not? And then I will still explain the unit and how she's supposed to use and what works with her and stuff like that. So you still get some information, but a little bit more relaxed and compact, if you like that. Afterwards, we'll see what the future holds. I try to make a community poll sooner than later that stays there for a while, where you can pretty much just vote what you want me to see. Like, for example, I currently still play the Hoyoverse games, so Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Listen Zero, and I would be down to make videos, guys, for that, if you're curious for that. I'm also down to make more casual games, like, I don't know, make a video to Pokemon, make Pokemon Nuzlocke Soul Links, make some Zelda playthroughs, make some other gacha game playthroughs, or just some weird random summons video of different gachas on top of that. I am open to a lot of things. I just try to not waste too much money, I guess, since now that Kono Fun is gone. I try to save the money and not just go to the to waste. So yeah, that is what I'm planning to do. Maybe just do what I'm still doing and make it more, or listen to the community and maybe try out something else. What games are you going to stream, make videos for? I just answered that. Can you try out game XYZ? I am down to try out games that I haven't before, but I will not promise you that I will make content for it, that I will stream it in a long time. For example, the new Overlord game dropped and I play it at the moment, but I played the Chinese version. I stopped it after a while. I'm not sure if I will continue with the Overlord game, but for now it's fun. I play it, but it's Crunchyroll, so I'm stay away with money from it. Other people also suggested some other gacha games like Nikkei that I already played, but wasn't my type of key. But if you're curious or think like, hey, a game fits me, I should try out a game, let me know down in the comments or in the community tab then when I post what should I do next, and maybe I check it out, maybe I like it and do more. But yeah, that's all I can say in that regard. How can you support me? If you still want to support me after everything, there are multiple ways you can support me. You can still become a YouTube member to get awesome Konofan emotes and use them all in the future for as long as possible. I will probably not remove the Konofan emotes from Twitch or YouTube. Same, of course, on Twitch. You can subscribe to me there. There are donation links down below, and Encyclopedia also linked where you can directly support me. I also have a PayPal me link now that I will post in the video description as well. So if you want to directly support me with just a small donation, that's also a possibility. But of course, the most support you can give me is stick around even after Konofan ends. Watch my videos, chat with me in the live streams, and be active. I made so many awesome friends through the game, through the community, that I would feel really bad to lose. Like, just from the last video, I get so many people thanking me for all I did for the game. So many people who are like, you're such a legend, you did so much for me, thank you for everything. And it just really took the pain away from me. It just made me so happy to see how much you guys actually appreciate what I've did. Because let's gonna be real here, my videos never had that many views or that many comments from like, yeah, I'm popping off, I'm getting fame. I was always just making the stuff even though I didn't get many comments, because I hope people will watch it and I hope people will appreciate it. And just seeing all the comments and people actually doing it just makes me happy. So if you can just stick around and at least see where the journey leads, that would be appreciated. And if you don't want to do that, if you just want to leave but still want to thank me, then I guess the money way is possible. But whatever you do, thank you so much for sticking with me through this journey. I hope you stick with me till the end of Konosuba and hopefully after that. But yeah, that's the biggest support you can give me. Just staying around and appreciate what I do. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Will I still make Konosuba guides? Yes, I said it. I will make banner guides. I'm not sure if I do arena guides. We'll see how arena plays out, but I will try to stay active in the community, try to make videos that I can, but just don't expect any manual guides anymore, or a reroll guide for something or something like that. I probably don't do that because that would be a real waste, but a banner guide for funds, I think that's something I can do. Will you now have more money after the game ends? I would assume so. I probably have more money when the game ends, just for... Not really sure if I should say it, but I would assume that I probably spend around 200 bucks per month, at least in recent times in the game, sometimes more, sometimes less. I know one month where I had to double pity around the 3rd anniversary in the JP version. I had one month where I wasted $1,000 in 1 month, which was ridiculous. It was the only time I did that, to be honest, thankfully. But yeah, I hopefully can save some money now that I can either put in more Konosuba merch or not, which is also something, by the way, I try to do. My girlfriend recorded a lot of unpackings of the new merch for me. She also will hopefully record some of my figurines for me, and I just try to upload them as YouTube shorts over the time. So if you're curious about my Konosuba merch, that is a way. Also, you can join Discord. There is a merch flex channel in there where you can watch all of my merch and the merch of my community, where you can also, of course, flex your merch. Said I don't like the gacha system of mobile games. Something else. Thank you for recording both versions. Would you upload it on YouTube? Yeah. If I record the global version and upload it, it will of course come to YouTube, since that's the only way to preserve it permanently. If I would just do a Twitch stream, it would be gone. But I personally are curious in the story. I'm gonna be honest here, I never fully watched all the stories in the game. So just taking a day or two in January to watch all the stories that I have in the game, I think it would be a cool live stream. So if you haven't watched the story there as well, maybe when I announce it, join on in and we can just go through the whole story of Konosuba. And afterwards I can then take that and just upload it to YouTube. Or you can watch, of course, the YouTube VOD then to just watch the story. But I probably record it separately so you don't have my voice in it for the whole time. But yeah, that is something I'm planning to do, which hopefully should be really, really fun. And yeah, man, I wrote there will be a short Q&A and already at like 27 minutes. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. I can hopefully have timestamps in there. I probably just write it in the beginning if I did. But yeah, that's all the questions, all infos I can give you. Again, if something new comes up or something will change, I will keep you up to date through the YouTube community tab for YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. See you all in the next one. Bye. だから一緒に行きましょう